What's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to show you guys how you guys can make millions in GTA 5 Online. I'm going to go over my process and how I make millions, and it's quite simple. I utilize specific businesses to make this money, and you guys will be able to optimize your money making methods with this. So I'm going to go step by step on the things I do to actually make the millions in GTA 5 Online, and you guys can go ahead and follow along so you guys can make millions. So the first step I go ahead and do is manage cargo staff. So what I mean by manage cargo staff, it's very simple. Recently, GTA 5 Online has added a feature or a new staff member to each and every single one of your crate warehouses, whether it's small, medium, or large. I have 5 large so I can maximize my profits, and I definitely recommend you guys go ahead and do so, especially when they come on sale. I go ahead to each and every single one of my warehouses, go in, talk to the staff member, pay my $7,500 for my crate, so they'll go ahead and source a crate for me over the next 48 minutes, and then I go ahead and go to my next one, and that took me about 7 minutes to do using a helicopter. So if you guys have something like the Mark II oppressor and don't dilly-dally around like I did, you guys will definitely be able to do this in a much faster time frame, probably in 5 minutes, but let's just say on average it takes you anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to do this. So pretty much what this is going to do is it's going to passively fill up your large crate warehouses, and you guys will be able to fill your crate warehouse if you do this every 48 minutes. I usually only do it once or twice a day before I hop on and hop off, but you guys can go ahead and stay on for multiple hours and do this every 48 minutes for each and every single one of your large crate warehouses, and eventually sell for $20 million profit. So that will bring you to the second step, which is resupply businesses. Now, resupplying your businesses can be a big pain if you don't have the arcade, but it's not that big of a deal. You'll have to travel to each individual business to go ahead and resupply that business to make it profitable. But the way I make the millions of dollars is I simply go ahead and go over to my arcade master control terminal in the basement of the arcade, and I go there and I manage all my businesses from one spot. And you guys can go ahead and do this too if you have an arcade and a master control terminal. You go downstairs, hop on the computer, and you'll be able to resupply your businesses. The first business I always prioritize, say if I was tight on money, is the bunker. The bunker seems to be the most profitable, especially once it has its upgrades. So it's really important that you don't steal supplies, as it's a waste of your time and you're not optimizing your money making methods. Of course, if you enjoy these missions, go ahead and do them, and if you want to maximize your profits for that specific business, yes, stealing the supplies will be worth your time, but it's really not, because you could be spending your time doing other things to maximize your profits. So I'll go ahead and resupply my bunker, and you'll notice on my bunker I have the staff and equipment upgrade, and that is essential to make this work for you. You want your money to work for you instead of you having to work for your money, and that is super important. And to do that, you do need to have the staff and equipment upgrade for every single one of the businesses in this master control terminal, for the MC businesses and the bunker. That's super important that you have the staff and equipment upgrade. And when it comes to the bunker, you need to manage your staff and make sure they're set to manufacturing only. I'll go ahead and go to the Coke factory, make sure that is all upgraded, and make sure that's resupplied. Buying supplies for $75,000 each time for each individual business. The only business that I don't do this for out of the MC businesses is the forged documents, because in my opinion it's a complete waste of time. But if you guys want to go ahead and do that to make a little extra side cash, by all means go ahead and do so. So resupplying your businesses, just to recap, you need to pay the $75,000, you need to have the staff and equipment upgrade, and you need to make sure that your staff is set to manufacturing, so you guys are making the most amount of money when it comes to your passive income. So now that we have all the passive things basically set up, we also have to take a look at the nightclub as well. Make sure that the nightclub is set up properly if you have one. Make sure that your technicians are set to the proper settings. The only ones I believe you don't want to have them set to is forged documents and organic produce. Those are the two that you don't set them to, and then eventually if you want to, you can switch over your technicians to finish those off and top them off. But in most cases, you're not going to want to worry about those two. You just want to fill up the other categories and move about your business. Now, to do this, you obviously need to have all the other businesses prerequisites to go ahead and maximize your profits with the nightclub, but I can link a video on that in more detail. So all of the passive businesses are now set up in the first 2 steps of this money making method, and that will bring us to this third step, which is setting up the Cayo Perico heist. Now, what I usually do after step 1 and step 2 is actually go ahead and complete a Cayo Perico heist. Now, I'll set up the heist the way I like to set it up. I'm not going to go into detail about that. Again, I'll link a video because it would take this video extra long for me to do so. So you guys can go ahead and do the Cayo Perico as you see fit. I personally like to run it with the duo because the cooldown is shorter, but you can run it solo, and that will give you about an hour cooldown regardless. So you will have quite a bit of a cooldown to run the heist yourself again if you run it as a solo, but you can run it with a friend. Both of you guys set it up and sell, or you can run it again as a solo, and it's not that big of a deal at the end of the day because chances are you're not going to run Cayo back to back. It's gotten pretty boring if you ask me. So once I run a Cayo, I'll make myself around $1 million, maybe a little bit more, and that's pretty profitable, and it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour depending on how quick I am. I'm sure there's players out there that can do it even faster, but to run it from the gather intel all the way to the sell will take you around 1 hour to complete. So after this step, you are at a point where you spend around 80 minutes on the game. You might want to go ahead and hop off, and you would be completely fine. You'd actually make a lot of money just doing these first 3 steps. So if you didn't fully understand the first 3 steps, please, I highly recommend you go ahead and ask me any questions about the first 3 steps in the comment section below, or of course rewatch it and try to understand what I'm trying to convey to you guys. But that will take us to step 4. And step 4 is simply expediting current bonuses if possible / worth it. So you want to expedite the current bonuses that are in the game. So if crates are 2 times money, I'm going to spend the time during this cooldown of the Cayo Perico heist to simply go ahead and expedite crates. So I'm going to simply go source lots of crates. If nightclub is a lot of money, right now it's 2 times money, I'm going to go ahead and call Johan and source crates for that. If vehicle warehouse is 2 times money right now, I'm going to focus on simply running vehicle warehouses during the cooldown. It really depends on what's 2 times money and what the bonus is, and sometimes it's not worth it. For example, I personally don't like air cargo or freight cargo, and if it's 2 times money, I'm just going to move on to what I usually do. I'm not going to go ahead and try to expedite that money making process. I'm not going to try to boost it and grind it out because I'm not interested, or I don't see it to be worth it. But in most cases, when it comes to these larger businesses, it might be worth going ahead and grinding it out. If it's not worth it, then we'll go ahead to step number 5, which is prepare for future opportunities. So preparing for future opportunities in GTA 5 Online is actually quite simple and enjoyable. It's probably the most enjoyable way to play the game, and it's actually helped me put more time and hours into the game without getting bored or burnt out. So step 5 is what kind of keeps everyone interested in playing GTA 5 Online. So preparing for future opportunities might include the following. So during the cooldown of the Cayo Perico heist, instead of expediting the process because it's simply just not worth it right now because the money making methods aren't that great for the bonuses, I'll go ahead and do the following things. I will go ahead and fill my vehicle warehouse to 32 cars, so I have all the exotic high-end vehicles to sell when the opportunity comes to sell them for 2 times money or 1.5 times money. I'll go ahead and set up the agency VIP contract, so when it comes on for 1.5 or 2 times money, I can go ahead and complete that. I will not complete or sell any of these things until they are 2 times money. I'm simply just setting them up and preparing myself for when they come on for a bonus. So I'm maximizing my profits in the long run, not in the short term. And then I'll go ahead and I'll set up an auto shop contract. So if auto shops come on, I'll have a union depository all set up ready to run for when it does come on 2 times money. And then I'll go ahead and source hanger crates if I want to. I don't usually, but I'll go source hanger crates, fill it all up to the best of my capabilities, and then when it comes on for 2 times money, it's there waiting for me to capitalize on that future opportunity. And you can go ahead and set up other heists as well. You can set up the casino heist, you can set up pack standard, you can set up the doomsday heist. There's so much things you guys can go ahead and set up for when bonuses come on, and that's super important for you guys to think about, is making sure you're capitalizing on these 2 times money bonuses so you're not grinding it out and then selling at the basic price point. You might as well wait if you have a little bit of money and don't need the money right now and get the 2 times, 3 times money bonus on your work. And then step 6 is simply repeat. So as soon as that cooldown's gone and soon as my cargo staff says, hey, 48 minutes is up, we're ready to go source some more crates, come by, stop by, let me know. I go ahead and I resource, and then I'll go ahead and resupply my businesses, and then I'll go ahead and run another Cayo, and then I'll go ahead and expedite whatever money making process is going to give me a bonus at the moment. And if it's not worth it, I'll go ahead and prepare for future opportunities and keep that on repeat. Now, if you don't feel like playing like I do a lot of the steps in here, I don't always feel like playing. Sometimes I want to go play a different game like Fortnite or go ahead and chill outside or whatever. I will only do step 1 and 2 before I hop on for the day, and then I'll do step 1 and 2 again before I hop off for the night. So step 1 is probably the most important one here. I'll go hop on in the morning, simply before I go to play a different game. I'll go tell my staff, hey, go grab me my crates. Then I'll hop on the game, play for the rest of the day, and before I go to bed, I'll hop on GTA, say, hey, go grab me my crates. Because the crates, the managed cargo staff, that step will actually work for you while you're offline. But the resupply business steps and all the other steps don't happen when you're offline or not on the game. So it's really important that you're taking advantage of that managed cargo staff. So I hope this video helps you guys make millions in GTA 5 Online. This is what I'm doing currently to make millions. It's the exact same step-by-step process that I do follow to make my money. If you liked the video, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.